in a seated position for the breathing, our normal breathing exercise. So just take a moment to settle into it. Shoulders stacked over the pelvis. Make sure you aren't leaning forward and rounding. Extend up through the crown of the head. You'll feel the shoulders drop. And then just release any tension around the jaw, across the forehead and the eyebrows. We'll start by taking a deep inhale. Fill the lungs up all the way. Sigh it out through the mouth. Feel the shoulders drop a bit more and close the eyes. Exhale all the breath out and breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just letting the breath return to normal. Keep the eyes closed for a moment. Take another deep inhale. Fill the lungs up. Sigh it out through the mouth. And then opening the eyes, we're going to start with some circles. Keep the bottom half as it is, cross-leg or however is comfortable. Hands on the knees, palms facing down. And keeping your glutes on the mat, we're going to circle out to the side and round and forward, opening into the lower back. Bring the shoulders back over the pelvis and then going round again. Exhaling as you come round and forward. Inhaling as you come up. Do that one more time. Inhale up and exhale coming forward and then changing direction. Keep the glutes rooting down onto the mat as you're doing this and making the circles just as big as you need to. Feel that nice opening in the lower back. 2 more times. Exhale as you're coming forward. Inhale as you come up. Exhaling coming forward. Inhale as you come up. Once you're up, stack the shoulders over the pelvis. Again, we're going to stretch into the side. So taking the right hand down and inhale the left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep the left hip on the mat. If you're able to come down lower, you can bend into the right arm. Otherwise, keeping that right arm straight and keep the shoulders stacked to get the most out of this stretch. So we're not leaning forward, keeping the right shoulder, the left shoulder stacked on top of the right. Inhale and exhale. Feel a nice stretch on the left side. Inhale, really reach, and as you exhale, release a bit. And then inhale, back up, take both arms up, drop the shoulders away from the ears, knit the ribs in, just take 2 breaths here, abdomen engaged. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, stretching to the other side, left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Again, keep pressing down with that right glute, stacking the right shoulder on top of the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, relax into it. Inhale, back up, both arms up, shoulders away from the ears, knit the ribs in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, take the hands down, moving into table. Neutral spine. Just take a moment here before we move into down dog. Extend through the crown of the head, engage the belly. Tuck the toes, take an inhale, and on the next exhale, lift the hips up and back for down dog. So as we come into down dog, pressing the index finger and the thumb into the mat, shoulders away from the ears. As you inhale, think about lifting the hips up and back, and as you exhale, Think about taking the heels down towards the mat. Remember, not everyone's heels will touch the mat, so if they don't, it really doesn't matter. Bend into the knees deeply if you want to find a bit more length in the spine and you want a bit more of a stretch in the spine this morning. And then let the head hang heavy. We're going to have 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If your knees are bent, just start bringing them towards straight or straight if you can. Another 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then walk the feet to meet the hands at the front of the mat. Take the feet pelvis width apart. Put the weight in the front of the toes and let the crown of the head hang down towards the mat just for a couple of breaths here before we start warming up the body with the sun salutations. Inhale and exhale. Feel the hamstrings starting to open. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then as you breathe in, start to roll up. We're going to meet in mountain. Go up nice and slow and then take the shoulders on top of the pelvis. Crown of the head comes up last. Extend up through the crown of the head, get a bit taller. Engage the glutes, the quads and the abdomen. Knit the ribs in. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale, take them back down and round, palms facing forward. 2 breaths here, and then we're going to move into our sun salutations. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the hands up above the head. Drop the shoulders away from the ears because they'll be lifting up. And then exhale nice and slow down through heart center. Forward fold, weight in the front of the feet. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on the shins or the thighs, extend through the crown of the head. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, abdomen is engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, high plank, 2 breaths, knees up or in a full plank, knees down. Inhale and exhale, pushing the mat away. Inhale, and as you exhale, either knees up or down, coming down through chaturanga, elbows tucked into the body, and then inhale either into a cobra or an upward facing dog. If you're an upward facing dog, engage the quads, lift them away from the mat, shoulders away from the ears, hold it. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hips up and back. Exhale, drop the heels. Come up on the tips of the toes, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, speeding it up a bit. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank, drop the knees if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep going, come up on the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, look to the front of the mat. Step, hop or float. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. We're moving into our sequence now. Starting with chair, bend the knees, drop the hips, inhale the hands up. Just check in, make sure you can see your toes. If you can't, pull your knees back and then sit down into it. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank. You can press back to down dog or exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to step the right foot through into warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Make sure the knee is over the ankle as you inhale up into your warrior 1. Pull the right hip back, sitting down into it. Outside edge of the back left foot, pressing down. 2 breaths. Inhale And exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace them, and inhale to open across the chest. We're going to come into humble warrior. So as you exhale, you're either going to come down over that right leg, or if you've got the balance today, you can come further down, bringing the crown of the head down towards the mat. And as you do so, the hands are going to come up and over, opening across the chest. 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Fine if you're up level with the leg. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, come all the way back up, arms come up with you, and then exhale into a warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. You're pressing that front knee to the right so you can see a few of those front toes. Gaze past the middle finger. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either a down dog or exhale chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Doing the left side now, step the left leg through, warrior 1 on this side, and as you inhale to come up, you're putting the left hip back, strong straight back leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, the hands come down, you interlace them behind your back, and on the next inhale, you open across the chest, extend up through the crown of the head, and the next exhale takes you into humble warrior. Again, you're either parallel to that front thigh or you're coming all the way down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stay strong in the legs, and as you inhale, you're coming up, the arms come up with you. As you exhale, you move into warrior 2. Nice long stance, drop into it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, exhale through chaturanga, elbows are tucked in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We go through it now a bit quicker. Come up on the tips of the toes, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop, float or walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, the hands up, 1 breath in chair. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Straighten the legs, crown of the head comes down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, hop or float back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So exactly the same thing. Each breath, 1 movement this time. Step the right foot through. Inhale up, warrior 1, you're pulling that right hip back. Exhale, the hands behind the back, and inhale to interlace the hands open through the chest. Exhale into your version of humble warrior. And then on the inhale, coming back up, arms come with you. Exhale, warrior 2, sit down into it. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, step the left leg through. You're inhaling up, warrior 1, pulling the left hip back. Exhale, the hands out, down and round, interlace the hands, and as you inhale, open through the chest, extend through the crown of the head, and on the exhale, coming into humble warrior. The inhale brings you back up with your arms, and you exhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, exhale through chaturanga, drop the knees if you need to, and inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep moving, come up on the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop, float or walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale the hands up, chair pose. Check you can see those toes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Straighten the legs, crown of the head comes down. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Don't let the elbows flap out. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot through. Inhale up, warrior one, pulling that right hip back. Exhale the hands out to the side. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, open through the chest, and exhale, humble warrior, come down as far as you want to. And then inhale to come back up, arms come up. Exhale, warrior two, sit down into it, press the knee to the right. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, either down dog or exhale, another chaturanga, working the shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, step the left foot through. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale the hands out to the side, interlace them behind the back, and inhale to open through the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale to come back up, pushing into that front foot, arms come up with you. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up on the tips of the toes, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, step, hop or float. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together, find as much length as you can, and exhale, forward fold. Last round, inhale the hands up above the head. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, inhale the hands up. We're going to stay here, it's the last round, so we do it nice and slow. Sit back into your chair, shoulders away from the ears, knit the rib cage in. Inhale and exhale. Doesn't matter if you're shaking, just one more breath. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center, straighten through the legs, crown of the head comes down. Take a breath here, feel the hamstrings stretching. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Press back to down dog if you like, otherwise another chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a moment to lift the hips up and back, drop the heels, feel the length in the spine. And then step the right foot through. Inhale up into your warrior one. We're going to hold it for a couple of breaths. Pull the right hip back. Check that that back leg is nice and strong. Glute is engaged. Knit the rib cage in. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, take the hands out to the side, then behind your back, interlace the hands. Inhale to really open through the chest and extend up through the crown of the head. And when you've got as much length as you can find, exhale forward, either directly over that leg or all the way down into a full humble warrior. 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Nice deep inhale and exhale, maybe drop a bit lower. On the next inhale, press into that front foot to come up, bring the hands up with you. And then exhale, warrior two. We're just going to take 1 breath here. And then cartwheel the hands, everyone step back, down dog. Inhale the hips up, exhale the heels down. Left side, step the left foot through. Inhale up, warrior one. Pull the left hip back, strong back leg, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale, sitting down into it. Inhale, and as you exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace them, and inhale again, opening through the chest, extending up through the crown of the head. And on your exhale, coming forward, humble warrior. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, come up, arms come with you. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, down dog. Take a couple of breaths here, pedal the legs out, let the heart rate drop down. And from here we're going to move into a wide-legged forward fold. So step the right foot through, and as you press up, bring the feet parallel, make the stance as wide as you want. The wider it is, the easier it is. Interlace the hands behind the back like we did for Humble Warrior, and as you inhale, extend up through the crown of the head and open the chest. And as you exhale, you're going to come forward to a flat back, pause here, and then if you want, exhaling all the way down. The interlaced hands come up and over. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, but opening through the chest, no tension in the neck. 2 breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, release the hands. Walk the hands to the front of the mat, bending into that front right leg. Drop the left knee, press up into a low lunge. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Frame the front foot, step back, down dog. And then wide leg forward fold on the other side. So step the right foot through and then find your way back up. Feet are parallel again. Interlace the hands behind the back. And as you exhale, come to a flat back. And then release the head all the way down into that forward fold for another 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale, really opening the chest and the hamstrings. Inhale and exhale, release the hands down. Take the hands to frame that front foot, drop the back knee, low lunge on this side, 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. You can press the top of that back foot into the mat to increase the stretch. Inhale and exhale. Hands come down, step the knees back. We're going to come into child's pose, toes together, knees wide. Press the hips onto the heels first, then walk the hands forward. A bit more of a release into the lower back. Last couple of breaths before Shavasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Walk the hands back up towards the body. Swing the legs round. We're coming down onto the mat to finish. Soles of the feet flat on the mat. Arms out in front. Extend up through the crown of the head. Engage your lower belly. And then on the exhale, rolling down nice and slow. When you're on the mat, hug your knees in. Hug them in nice and tight. Help release the hip flexors. Maybe rock side to side. Take another deep inhale. Fill the lungs up all the way. And as you exhale, release into Shavasana. Ankles are mat width apart, palms facing up. Let the body relax into the mat. Feel the heart rate slowing down. We'll move through a quick body scan, starting in the tips of the toes, moving across the tops of the feet, soles of the feet, heels and ankles, shins, calves, backs of the knees, hamstrings and quads, releasing the hip flexors and the glutes, moving up across the abdomen, releasing the lower back, middle back, upper back, rib cage and chest, tops of the shoulders, tops of the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, backs of the hands, palms of the hands and the fingers, back of the neck, throat. Release any tension in the jaw, cheekbones, eye sockets, releasing the eyebrows and the forehead, back of the head and the crown of the head. Let your body relax fully into the mat. Final few moments. And if you can stay here, do. Otherwise, bend the knees, soles of the feet on the mat. As you exhale, rolling to the right, pressing the hands into the mat, coming back to a seated position, hands at heart center. Really important to thank yourself for doing your yoga. You all did a good job. It's really nice to see you all.